guys, so I just got off a call with an appointment setting agency owner who's doing 70 to 80K per month, and who's also been able to get to 100 grand per month, but who hasn't necessarily been able to scale past that. And the conversation we had is literally the same transformation that I've had to go through. In 2021, I was making 30 grand per month as an appointment setting agency, but I was like, holy shit, is it going to be hard to scale this thing to 100 grand per month, to $250,000 per month, to $500,000 per month, like I was seeing other people's doing it, right? So I sat down with him and I was kind of like walking him through the hundreds and how we can help him. The lessons that I gave him, I actually want to give it to you guys too, okay? Appointment setting, lead generation, paid ads, closers, anything that is performance based does not scale by just acquiring more clients. Let me tell you guys this again. You don't scale a performance-driven company by acquiring more clients, okay? Now, most agency owners, most consultants, less consultants, but mainly agency owners who are doing these performance, like, hey, they'll come into your business and they'll generate growth. The mistake they do is they think that the way you get to 100K per month to $250,000 per month is by acquiring more clients. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Because if that was the case, this is an appointment setting agency who's booking 4 calls a day consistently, but is still not able to get to 100K per month consistently. Now, why is that? Let me tell you this. When you use this mindset of just like, hey, I want more clients every month, this is what happens. Every single month, you're signing 10 new clients. A month into the fulfillment, you can only get 30% of the people you signed results. So that means that 70% end up churning. Now, when they churn, they do 2 things. They'll ask for a refund or they'll do chargebacks. And I know how annoying that feels, right? And if you are an appointment setting agency watching this, trust me, you have appointment setting or even paid ads, right? You've refunded a lot of money even after having done shit ton of work, right? So the issue is, yes, you acquire clients, yes, you became really good at acquisition and you get people to pay, but the issue is, since your mechanism of delivering results can only generate results for, let's say, 3 out of 10 people, you're in a rat race that will never end. You're literally always trying to catch up every single month. So the biggest issue right now is that you need to solve for is, how can you sell something that when people buy it, they're not actually buying the results of, it's almost like to scale an appointment setting agency, you can't scale it by just acquiring your clients. You need to scale it by changing the sales expectations. Like the selling point, it needs to be different, okay? Because the way that I went from 30 grand a month with my appointment setting agency back in the day to client acquisition.io, which is today, to 600 grand a month was, I think we did like 616 grand was our biggest month. The way I did that was not necessarily changing the delivery that I was doing. Instead, I started selling it differently. I started selling it more of a, hey, I'll build the thing you need in your company, okay? And this is where things change. The expectation goes from, hey, I need you to generate appointments for me today, or you're not worth the money I'm paying you, to I'm buying this infrastructure, right? Now, the beautiful thing is this infrastructure in and of itself has value, and that's the value they're paying for. They're not paying for the outcome that this machine will generate, because this machine is valuable, but to someone who's not necessarily managing it properly, can be also useless, right? If you have a Porsche GT3, you don't drive it, it's still a $250,000 car. But just because you didn't drive it, you're not going to go to Porsche and be like, hey guys, this car is not being driven, please refund me my money. That's not the case, right? So we're not selling based on the management and the results from the infrastructure. We're selling the infrastructure itself, right? And that's how you scale. So you build something where you can sell up front and you sell the infrastructure, you sell the vehicle, right? But you're not necessarily you're not selling on top of like, hey, because some clients will use the thing and see great success. Others will not use the thing and see no results, but you didn't sell them on result necessarily, right? Of course, you should focus on selling the people you can get results, right? Which is why for me, I always try to promote, like when I see really good case studies, I always try to leverage case studies to help people build. I don't necessarily just be like, hey, come work with client acquisition.io. We're going to build this thing and it's going to work for you. No, I look at who are the clients who are seeing success the most with our process and our infrastructure. And that's what I promote. And the success rate goes from 30% to 75%. And that's why we get clients better results than most people out there. Most people out there just want to sell into their thing, into their, let's say, their consulting program or their coaching program or their appointment setting agencies, but they'll sell anyone in. For us, it's like, no, if you haven't seen a good case study from clientacquisition.io in the niche that you're in, don't come and work with us. But if you know that people in your niche are seeing great results, what are you waiting for before you start working with us? It's ridiculous, right? It's being irresponsible. Now, the way that this person would scale his appointment setting agency is really simple. He starts at 10K, 15K offer. He builds the whole thing that he would normally sell on like done for you management, monthly management. He sells it as an infrastructure. People are going to be paying it like crazy. And then out of the clients who are seeing great results from implementing this infrastructure, the 30%, he throws them into management and he becomes a growth partner to them. And look at this. These are people who have already proven to see success with this thing. So that means that by him bringing these companies into management, then he can literally 10x their businesses. That's what I'm doing with the hundreds. I'm finding the best clients who we've been able to get really great results for. I'm like, hey, let's say you're running an appointment setting agency, or you're running a consulting program that helps people build infrastructures, and you're already doing 50K, 100K per month. Would you want us to scale it to $250,000 per month? And we just take 10% of your growth? And everybody's jumping on it because they've already seen results from my thing, and they want more support. They want access to my team. They want more of what works. So that's how I would personally suggest. Stop selling anyone in your appointment setting agency, right? The thing I would highly suggest you do is pivot into the 7-figure leverage consultant model, build a build and release offer. So build infrastructure in their companies, charge 10K, 15K, 20K, 25K, 30K upfront, and then see who gets the most amount of results from the thing you built them, and then offer them to become a partner, a growth partner, and take a percentage, and also as well as a retainer every month. So that's my way of scaling. That's how I was able to go to 600K per month. But I promise you that you will not scale an appointment setting agency if everyone you get on a call with, you try to sell them on your done for you service, because not everyone is going to see results from your thing, regardless if it works or not. Like literally, like I can literally do the same thing. Like if I try to give everyone my protocol on how to get to, let's say, $250,000, $500,000 a month, it's not going to work for everyone, which is why a lot of our partners in the 7FLC and the hundreds are people who are kind of like doing exactly almost the same thing as us. So maybe you're you're a paid ads agency who builds funnels and runs ads and also like helps with the CRM and all that good stuff. Cool, we can help you because you do exactly what we do, but you do it with a different mechanism. I would not try to get someone who, let's say, does, how can I say it? I would probably not get people who do SEO to kind of like become 7-figure leverage consultants or to become partners, because I'm like, I don't see how our model could really work for you. So it's super important to only focus your done for you, your team's time on people who you know are almost identical to who you are, to your business, so you can inevitably get them results, right? So that's my logic. So if you're doing 50K, 100K per month and you're struggling from scaling because your clients are churning, you feel like you're worth more, you have the potential to get to bigger scale, you can come and work with us, or you can keep watching these videos or listening to these podcasts. And I'll keep sharing more insights. I'm doing a webinar on the 25th about this exact model, the 7-figure leverage consultant model, on how you can leverage a build and release offer and a growth management offer to be able to scale to $250,000, $500,000 per month, over the next 12 to 18 months. So if you're interested, you can, register for that Webby, and let's build amazing companies. But guys, that's pretty much it. Like, if you're doing 50K a month or more, why are you stuck at 50K a month? Like, people are doing better than you. And the fact that you're stuck there is actually a choice, because you have the money to be able to afford help. You can afford to buy success. But as long as you keep thinking that you're the best, or that as long as you keep being attached to the capital and the profitability, you will not be able to ascend to the next level, because ascending to the next level requires you to sacrifice somewhat your current level. So you need to allow yourself to be like, hey, I've proven myself that I can build a successful company. But now it's time for me to become not just another entrepreneur who's doing okay, but it's time for me to become that guy or that girl, that woman, right? But guys, like once you've made money, like it's more about your potential, right? Cool. Now you don't have to worry about food on the table. You don't have to worry about this. Now it's more of like, let's see what you're made out of, right? Like, what's your potential? And for me, I wake up every day, not necessarily because I don't have money in the bank, but because I know that I can do more and I deserve more. And that just drives me to keep producing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a beautiful day. So again, build, release, sell expectation on the infrastructure. So sell the Porsche. Don't sell on the fact that, hey, if they drive it, they're going to experience great outcomes. Just sell the Porsche, right? And then for those who are really great drivers, sell them driving lessons on the track. Bye-bye.